Hey guys, Taro here. Welcome back to the GT Online video. This time Dangerous Road Rally episode 3. If you didn't miss race last time out, definitely do go and check out that video because you've seen now 6 cars are taken on the course and to see whereabouts they came if anyone got close to the time of the Omni. And the first car today will be the Zentorno, a car which is in the Supers class, so should definitely be going for a top lap time. And honestly, if it doesn't get to the top, I will be surprised since it's easily the most powerful car that's taken on this course so far, but it doesn't seem it's not faring too well over the bumps through the first stage, and of course it's easily the fastest car taken up, so might need to go on the brakes quite a bit earlier than I was hoping and not do stupid things like that. Definitely a lot of power in this car. Of course, being in real life a Lamborghini, so would you really expect it to be anything different? I wasn't expecting it to be this violent over the bumps, so this might be the car's downfall to get a lot of airtime there on the rear. Somehow managed to actually land that, so very lucky then. I had to be able to continue this run from that, but we're not going to be able to continue this run this time. Set off this car flying and going in any direction it wants to, apart from the direction I wanted it to be going in, which is forward. And oh no, we've hit the Rainbow Rock. That's what I'm calling that now. We're going to hit and end up in the same place as we did last time with the NASCAR. And having problems through the first sector. I haven't got much hope for the sector of Doom to be going okay. And the thing is, I think I fixed the weather glitch from the Insurgent last time. Can we save this? No, we cannot save that. It's going well until that point, and now it's going to slide down. Are we going to end up in the drink? We're not going to be far off it. If we are, I think we're just about going to stop short of the drink. So I think definitely every video so far, we've had a car end up down here. And how have none of the windows or anything broke from landing on my roof? You can just see all the damage. How did I not get a window out from that? The final sector is pretty much just a straight line, so I think once you can get past the sector of Doom, we should be okay from that. And that power slide is going to cost us some time, but the Omni had quite a few wiggles on its lap as well, and still put in what is currently the fastest time so far. But it's definitely not going to be this time that gets anywhere close to the Omni. Run perfectly online with everything. The same with pretty much all of the cars so far. You can get away with a little bit going offline. That's because they're relatively slow, and that's a first. 2 wheels smack into a rock. And, well, that's definitely a new way to crash the car. I haven't had a two-way on a 2 wheels crash yet. And now coming now into the sector of Doom, so we're going to be so careful in the front. We've got some good brakes, so that's pretty much the saving grace of this car, is that when we do put the power down, we'd have the brakes to go with it, but our brakes aren't going to be any use if we go right through the tree. And are we stuck in the tree? No, we're stuck on our roof. And are we going to slide down the mountain upside down? Yes, we are. And now we're going to end up back by the drink once again. And thankfully though, we stop once again before we get into the drink. I just don't get what's wrong with this car. I mean, it's probably the lowest car I've taken down here, sure, but low cars haven't had this many issues over the months. I mean, the Z-Type had quite a few issues in the sector of Doom, pretty much like every car's had. But I don't get why the Zentorno is just having so many issues. And issues that haven't happened with other cars yet. I mean, I get this is only the 7th car, I think? Yeah, the 7th car to take on this course. I'm actually taking that corner properly because it's got so much power we couldn't actually get it stopped to take the corner cut line, so Zentorno is just adding a bit more unnecessary time there to its run, if this is actually the one that ends up counting, and just about get it stopped. So we're losing a lot of time on this run, but we're somehow managing to get the car actually round the course. Because we are bumping into a lot of things, but we can still carry on the run because we haven't actually outright crashed yet, so we're still facing in the right direction. We can still put the power down. If the bush is going to be causing an issue, you have to go so slowly now, almost spinning out the car over the rocks. Okay, now this is the farthest we've got with this car now, into the corner of Doom, having to go so slowly to get a run out of this car now. Now coming now about the halfway point of the lap now into the second corner of Doom. We just go, we're almost coming to a standstill over there. Just go and put the power down. And now coming now into the home stretch, coming up to the train bridge. The train bridge going to cause any issues? No, just keep it nice and slow there. And now coming into the final stretch of lap, I really just do not want to put the power down and have something spin out, because I know how much power is in this Zentorno. It's just we can't put it down with how fast this car is. And now we are coming up though into the final sector. I mean, it's been a pretty okay run through this final sector. Definitely been a very, very careful run, but now we can finally put the power down. Now coming up to the finish line, we're going to finish it upside down. And that's a first. That's the first car I've actually had finished the run on its roof. We crossed the finish line, so that's all that matters. Coming on now to the second car. And it's the car I think is going to be at least one of the cars that causes us the most issues. Because if you've ever driven the Brosio, you'll know how twitchy this thing is. And it's twitchy on the normals. If you hit like a curb on the street, this thing spins out. But how is this thing going to fail on a dirt course? And oh, the two wheels almost falling over in a straight line. That's pretty much, okay, we fell over. That's, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so finding new issues in this car. I was not expecting it to fall over. Okay, this run might be the first run to go over 2 minutes. With how slow I'm going to have to take this car without actually falling over. Because I didn't actually foresee falling over being a problem. I just thought spinning out from how twitchy this car is would be the issue. But it seems to be okay so far. It's pretty much just like the Zentorno, just got to modulate the throttle. But the Zentorno didn't have problems with falling over. And this car isn't the lowest car in the world, so I don't think we're going to have any ground clearance problems of like bogging out on the ground when we go over the jumps. And now coming up now into the sector of Doom around the corner where the cars fall over. And you see, it was wanting to go, it was wanting to fall over, but it seems to be okay. No, just get a little bit twitchy, and now we end up down the mountain. And are we actually going to stop? We're just going to roll down the mountain. Well, isn't this the road where the shafter fell down the first time? That's like the Brosio wants to go and play down here where the shafter was. You can just get a load of understeer, then just snap oversteer as well, so this Brosio is really temperamental. I think the bushes, because this car's so little, the bushes might also be an issue, but also randomly spinning out for no reason could also be an issue as well. And I run this corner now. Okay, now we're into unknown territory. This is the first time I've actually got past that corner with this car. And now coming over the first of the jumps very, very slowly. Now we get snagged by the bush, and no, that's us round. That's round. Are we just going to hold it on the course? Just about. And just as I was thinking there, the bushes are going to cause issues. Massively slower than everything else, but then again, you just got to find that fine margin between pushing and sticking within what the car can actually do, so we don't smash into a rock in a straight line. Over this jump now, we can't even really corner cut this jump now because that bush is just going to snag the rear of the car. I mean, managed to somehow save it now, coming now into about the halfway stage of the lap now, into the corner of Doom, very, very slowly again, you're getting on two wheels, and now coming out of the corner, and oh, that is the slowest roll I think I've ever done in this game. I don't really know. It's a bit of an unknown with how the rest of the cars really are going to do on their runs. Now coming back up now to the Bush of Death, and we take it very slowly over there, but not slowly enough to control it. And I don't know, honestly, is there a way around this bush? I mean, okay, I might have to take the normal line around here and just reverse it slowly, then go this way around, which is going to cost time, but that bush just really doesn't like this car. And now coming into about the halfway stage of the lap now, the corner of Doom, which is furthest we've got so far. Now I can actually get round this corner this time, very, very slowly. Okay, now coming into the unknown territory and going straight off the unknown territory. And I'm going to find this is where the Insurgent found a gap down here. And now we're going to fall into the Insurgent gap, but not as smoothly. And now coming now to the final sector of the lap, this is going to be where, hopefully, we're issue free. But with how we had to that middle sector, we're also speed free as well. I can't get any power down with this car. And now coming now into the final sector, it's probably the slowest I've ever had to do it. And okay, first car to have issues in the final sector. And are we going for a drink as well? I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, no, we're just going to become one with the bush. Okay, I don't think this car can get any worse. and just do anything more to annoy me than what it already is. I mean, it's been 18 minutes now. 18 minutes to get an under 2-minute run out of this car, and it crashed at this slowest speed in the easiest sector. That's the first car to do that as well. If you don't count the bridge, which is, if I'm not counting the bridge, which is technically in the final sector, but past the bridge, it's the first car to have an issue, and at the slowest speed it was going at as well. I'm honestly really disappointed in this car. I mean, yes, I knew spinning out will be an issue, but everything else it's done as well. How it just snaps around without any warning, like you don't even, you know when a car's going to go around. And the amount of corners this car has just been perfectly fine and then just suddenly loops round. I just don't get why it's doing that. I think that's pretty much the best way we're actually going to take that jump. So we avoid the bush, but it's pretty much a 50-50 going over the jump then avoiding it. And now coming into the corner of Doom at pretty much a standstill speed, because you can't put any power down, otherwise this car goes around in a circle. And now at the halfway stage of the lap, this is a lot of camber around here, which is causing issues and making us go very, very slowly indeed. I think that's the slowest I've actually gone in this car so far, and in any car around that sector. And now under the bridge, just about keep it on the ground. If that rolled there, that would have been the slowest roll I've ever done. And now coming back now into this final sector, we have to take it very slowly there, avoid the rock that we hit last time, and now we can actually put some of this power down. But then not all of it, because there's so many bushes around the side of the track which really could just spin out the car. And I'm coming around the final corner now, I'm not even going for the jump in that car now, because I know that bush is just going to spin me around. Also lost a lot of time here, but finally managed to get a run out of this car. And if that run is under 2 minutes, I will be genuinely amazed. Coming on to the final car, and it could not be more of an opposite to the car that just went. It's the Rancher XL, an off-road car, but hasn't got the most power in the world, and it's also 4-wheel drive, but it's got more of an emphasis towards rear-wheel drive. So it might have a few issues being mostly rear-wheel drive, but just with how little power this car has, it should do okay. I'm thinking it might get somewhere close to the time of the baller, and I'm expecting it to beat the Brozo that just went, because despite it being slower, it's got the off-road capabilities, and having less power might be a good thing, so we can not going to spin out the wheels, and we can just carry more speed through the corners, because it's not going to loop around in the circle when I try to put the power down. Of course, there's also running on the exact same wheels as the Insurgent and the Baller, so no difference there, but the wheels make such little difference anyway that I think it might be alright. And it might actually be somewhere close to the ball. I mean, it's been a really good first run in this car so far. No, I don't think I've actually hit anything. I mean, running wide, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much happens in every car. And actually come to the midway stage of the lap on the first run. Can I actually one-shot this run on the first try? Get heavy on the brakes. Can we try and hold it back on the course? No, we can't one-shot this run. And, okay, this is going to be a painful landing. And going down towards the drink. And I think all my windows have now been broken. And we're going to stop before we go into the drink. Yes, we are. We've become a tree. Okay, I've now got a vegan car already. So I'm actually finding this This definitely feels a lot quicker than the Brozio that just went. Now around the corner of Doom with no problems there. May not have been the best entry in the world, but finding some good pace. And now not even nearly falling over. You get one wheel off the ground, but able to put a good pattern. So there's definitely a good balance in this car. Running a bit wide there though, that's going to cost us time, and running straight off the other side. I mean, it's getting a bit too greedy there on the power. Doom got a much better line to this corner this time. Now can we take the corner cut on the exit? Indeed we do, and that works out fine as well. Getting on 2 wheels, just about managing to hold it back down again. And now then coming into we're past the halfway stage of the lap now, coming up now to the final sector. We just get this corner right this time. Take a bit of a different line in. No, we're going off the other side of the bridge. Okay, I didn't think that corner would cause as many issues as what it is doing, and now we're going to roll down into the drink, are we? Yep. There's no way we're getting out of this. Okay, I didn't think the bridge corner was actually difficult in any way, but it just seems. the length of this car is causing issues. The ground clearance and everything else is fine. The tendency to roll over isn't really there, so I think it's going to be okay once we get past that. I mean, besides what the Brosio did, once we get past the bridge corner, then we should be okay to the finish. And the bridge corner really is causing quite a few issues. A lot more than I was thinking it would, since it's just a fairly simple corner. I mean, if the bridge wasn't there, I wouldn't really think anything different of it to any of the other corners on this course. But it just seems with the bridge there seems to have some kind of magical significance to it that just attracts the cars into falling off there. I mean, that's the first time we've fallen in the drink in that section, and there's no way we can recover the car out of there. And now as you come round now into the Statue of Doom once again, everything seems to be fairly fine. So the first half of the lap is completely fine. We've got the first half of this lap nailed. I mean, for sure it's not going to be the fastest run through this first sector, first half of the lap as well. But this car, like I said, isn't the fastest, so... And it felt quicker than the Baller, but I can't remember how the Baller felt. I mean, it felt... I mean, this car feels more drivable than the Baller did, and definitely having less issues overall, besides the bridge corner, which we're now coming up to again. Hopefully we can get it right this time, going nice and slowly under here as well, get a bit of a slide on. But we don't go on two wheels, so now coming into the home stretch now, just taking it very cautiously once again, just knowing that the size of this car, it could hit something that sticks out. And now coming out onto the home run, getting a bit of a slide on. Now only a few more corners left to go, and this should be easily okay to take the corner cut jump. And getting a bit sideways on two wheels is going to cost us time, and that's definitely going to cost us a lot of time there. But now coming up to the finish line, I thought it would have been easier, but we've finally got a run out of this car. Now it's just time to see how today's cars compared to the others that have already gone, and if any of them actually got anywhere near to the time of the Omni. So taking a look at where today's cars came, and the Zentorno now actually tops the timing sheets, 3 seconds ahead now of the Omni. And I thought the Zentorno would go fastest, but by only 3 seconds. I thought the gap would have been a bit bigger, honestly. And then as for the other two cars, they didn't fare too well, with the Brosio only coming down in 8th and being quite so loud, but under 2 minutes, so faster than I thought, but going a lot slower than I thought it would, was the Rancher XL, being the slowest time of all by about 0.4 of a second. I thought it'd be somewhere close to the Baller, and it was about 3.5 seconds slower than the Baller. So that's been episode 3 of the Dangerous Road Rally. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.